So meet this whiz kid over here, Gas6. Gas6 is like, you know, a creator-like animal, robotic fictionist scientist. He likes, you know, mostly make animals into like robotic-like, fusion-like animals. And let's see how it can happen.
Making like, you know, animals into like, you know, moving like when you create them into like, you know, forms of, you know, actionary, scientific fiction or scientific animals, which I can see I invented mine, which I invented my chemical of, you know, a fox and a suit, which he's a walking man. You see, guys? So using that, if you use the right DNA for, you know, for an animal, trying to control like a mind, which you can maybe have one like this. See, cute, right? Yeah, stay back. Fuzzy.
These two had a lot more in common. The other robotic platypus tries to wake up his other friend, which it will rise him up, which they met each other, which they need to know that you're gonna see that's gonna be really satisfying and interesting to you. They start battling each other to the ground and see who's the best robotic platypus in the world until something will happen. The other platypus tries to, you know, kick back the other one and tries to see who's best, which something will. The other platypus tries, you know, to lay down the other plato in the floor, which it gave a shock, and then they both went down, ground KO. Let's see how this incident happens. So it happened when these platypuses were like faced to each other. They looked like they were like enemies, like, you know, like they were when that other one with no blades just woke it up by clicking, because you know how when you use robotic to animals, they can usually rise up, which made these animals stare at each other in person to make them battle on to see who's the best, which the other platypus with a blade tried to flip the other platypus and broke right inside to the fuel under, which it made that other platypus got electrified with the juice inside, which that can affect it, because the other platypus that had no blades was not really properly fixed, because the other scientists were about fixing the other robotic platypus and made those robotic platypuses down the ground KO to death. So the scientist should have been more specific. He should have just used his brain and just make them have a brain too, which he shouldn't have been focused on his least creation, which made his platypuses down in the ground, which they went and went that other platypus went to his juice, and they got exploded down to the ground, which made the other platypus down to the ground. They went death in seconds, which can lead to anxious and frequently death. KO.